Hi everybody, it's Lacey. So I am going to be sharing a dream that I had maybe about 3 to 4 days ago. It might have been like 1 or 2 days ago. So yeah, this dream represents someone that's very close to you, that's in your inner circle, that's probably like still in the world, you know what I'm saying? Someone that breaks the law of God, and they're breaking the law by accident, but they know better. So I had a dream about being in the car with a specific person that's very close to me, and we were in the car and we were driving, and she was driving, and we went past the light and everything. I didn't see it, but she saw. No, we did see it. So the light to go left was red, but we went, and she saw that there was a police behind me. I don't know why, but I couldn't see behind me or whatever, but she saw that there was a police coming because she ran the red turning symbol. And so when we pulled over, me just knowing her character, even if she's in the wrong, she's still going to be like argumentative and things like that. And even in the waking life, that's something that really bothers me, because I love and enjoy people that can take accountability. Even myself, like, I know I can get out of line and things like that, so I really appreciate people that can kind of like check me in a way, in a respectful way, you know what I'm saying, just to bring me back to reality. But this specific person, or even people in general, that, you know what I'm saying, when correction is involved, they still want to put up a fight even if they're in the wrong. In this specific case, the person I was with, just like in the waking life, was putting up a fight with the police officer. This police officer was like a very big, I don't want to be racist or sound like, she was a big black lady. So she was a black woman, but she was very tall. Like, she had to be at least seemed like she was like 6 feet, very like stocky, you know what I'm saying, very like authoritative. But for whatever reason, the officer had grace with me. Like, she wasn't, she kind of like had that no nonsense kind of thing, and the way that I picked up on her spirit in the dream is that there was no getting past her. Like, if she say you going to jail, period, point and blank. And so yeah, so just with her having that no nonsense spirit about her, I was concerned, because I know that even with this specific person being approached in this way, with that person having that strong, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna take offense and be argumentative, and that's exactly what happened. And so there was it wasn't even a long, and I don't want to say scuffle, but it really wasn't a long argument, you know what I'm saying. The police officer came over, told her what it was. There was a slight argument, and the officer was like, throw her away, you know what I'm saying. And so from there, because I sensed that this woman, for whatever reason, had grace with me, and even with me, it was like barely grace, you know what I mean. And so I made sure that when I spoke to this woman, that I looked at her in her eyes, and I was like, don't do this, you know what I'm saying, because I need this person, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm barely holding on by a thread, you know what I mean, and this person is everything to me, you know what I'm saying. I can't not have her around, you know what I'm saying. And I was also crying, and when I cry in my dreams, typically it's kind of like I don't feel those real emotions, but in this dream, like, it was kind of like, those tears that kind of just fall, like that sorrow, like that please, like, you know what I'm saying. And so I was just crying, like, I can't lose this person, you know what I mean, like, very like, yeah. And so the lady, because not only did she have like this spiritual grace with me from the get-go, but you know what I'm saying, with me kind of like pleading my case for this specific person, she, and the person that I came with, she was already putting on the jail clothes and had everything. And so with me pleading my case for her, she was let go, and we were able to leave. And that's when the dream had ended. And so now we're getting into the godly things. Okay, so from this dream, you can intercede for people, even if they're not walking the right way, even if they're breaking the law, with God. You can intercede for these people even though they are already on their own, like on the path to sentencing, if that makes sense. They're already on the path to be locked away. And what I'm getting right now, what God is telling me, is that jail, quote unquote, is hell, right? Or like, not in God's grace, you know what I'm saying? Not, no kind of wiggle room for mercy or anything like that. And being in connection with me, even though we are very close, you know what I'm saying, and everything, our grace with God, I don't think that this woman represented God. I think that was an angel. And because of my stance with God, she recognized that I was of God, and so that's why we had this immediate recognition. But her spirit was different than mine. It wasn't something to where we were equal. Her spirit was very much authoritative, and even the small grace that she gave to me, it was still like 80 or 90%. I'm not playing with y'all type thing, like, you know what I'm saying? And the grace that I felt from the officer's spirit was solely off of the fact that I had a close relationship with God. But it was like no nonsense, and it didn't help with the fact that you're not complying, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to share that. I hope that, you know what I'm saying, the message came through the way that it needed to. But yeah, there's people attached to you, people that's very close to you, that's not living the right way, and they're receiving grace, they're receiving passes and things like that because you are attached to them, because you intercede for them. And just continue to pray, you know what I'm saying, especially for those hard-headed people, those people that have like hardened hearts and things like that, towards correction and all of that, you know what I mean? And hopefully they turn a new leaf. But just know that, with you being in connection to these people, and this, I'm saying it in the most humble way, I hope it don't come across like arrogant or anything like that, but their grace is based off of your relationship with God and what you do to intercede for them, pleading, you know what I'm saying, being at God's feet for the people that you love.